What's up? My name is Elik and welcome to the World of Profitability, where we discuss everything to help scale up. So today I'm delighted to be taking you through my trading week and how it has been. So this week my system was able to generate a profit of 13.5% average rate, but the profit that is reflecting on my accounts is 10%. I'll explain why later on this video. So from my screen, as you can see, is that the account that I bought with 5% because I want to scale up my capital. I was able to execute one trade which is reflecting on my dashboard. You can see I generated a profit of 3%. 5% as they have displayed the information very well. You can see I'm up 3.8%, which means I took a risk of 1% as usual, and you can see my win rate is 100%. It's because I've just taken one trade, the lot size and whatever. You have indicated the information that very well. This was a huge trade, but I had several trades. I won't talk much in this video because from my previous video I tried to break down how my accounts have been and the trades that I took. So today I'll be just taking you through an overview of the accounts and the progress that they are making, to make sure that this journey is as open as it can be. So from this 5% as account, this is the account about this week. So we have another account, an equity edge account. And by the way, when I'm purchasing these pro farms, I'm not promoting them or anything. Like a company like Equity Edge, I haven't taken a challenge recently with them, and because they are not top 5 farms. This account this is a farm that I was introduced to by my friend. I did not do much due diligence, and I found that they have a consistency rule which does not work so well with many traders. Speaking of myself, consistency rule is a rule that sometimes meant to make traders delay their progress in this trading journey. So I don't know whether I would purchase another account with Equity Edge, but this account that I'm funded with, so I'm trying to get a payout with them, request a payout and see how I can live around the consistency rule, So right now the pro farms that I can advocate for is 5 Pansetas, Funded Next as well, FTMO, Funding Pips. Those are top 5 farms that right now, So and good funded trader as well is a good farm. I'm speculating it as well. So I'm not siwapigi any debe hapa. I'm just documenting my journey. So Funded Next account is still at I haven't executed any trade on Funded Next phase 2, and on I have this account. I had not breached this second account. It was left with about $1. So I decided, instead of having something that is holding back, then execute any trade and not any trade, a trade, and then to see if I can come from a drawdown of remaining $1, and it's up with $4, So I'm going to trade this account and see if I can bring it from that drawdown, but I'm not going to focus with it because I'm treating it like a roster account. Basically I've never rostered an account, so this might be the first one which I was counting as a roster account. So on this account I haven't taken a trade, so I'm going to break down 2 trades. I've told you that I generated 13.5%, but the profit that is reflecting on my account is just 10%, So the 3.5% which is not reflecting on my account is a trade on GJ, and the reason why this trade is not reflecting is because of spreads. Basically spreads, as you can see from my trading view, this trade ran very well and went to take profit. That means our system generated that profit, but because of spreads, the trade was not executed in our MP5. So as you can see from this point, it tapped our buy limit and went to our direction straight, but due to spread, this account was not activated, but everything was in line. You can see this pattern, some sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, and I set my my buy limit to the break even, and I usually set my buy limit slightly above to count for spreads, but at this point I did not do that, because if I had taken that trade somewhere on the range that I've marked, the stop loss would not be at would have not been at a good price. It would have been almost equal to these rows, and that's something that I don't want when executing the trades. I want the stop loss to be below the previous rows, but this setup played out very well. So moving on to the next trade, which was a UJ trade, which is reflecting on 5%ers. I took this trade on Wednesday, February. So I usually go to the daily time frame and identify my buyers. I get my buyers from several concepts as usual, maybe marking my support areas, my order blocks, and so on. But I want, before executing the setup, I want the previous day candles to be in line with our direction. So on this on Wednesday, the previous day, okay, mark Wednesday, yeah, that's Wednesday. So the previous day was a bullish day, and on this day I was expecting that we have some bulls, and without a doubt we had some bulls, and I executed my setup. I usually trade from 6 a.m. so I waited all along. From 6 a.m. the market was very bullish. It was it had a very strong bullish momentum, as you can see, but when executing my setups, I want to at least have a pullback of about 40 pips, and that's exactly what happened. I had a pullback. So for that, I had a pullback of about how many pips? Let's see, of about 49 pips. After seeing such a pullback, the next thing that I want to see is a W pattern, some sellers, some buyers, some sellers, and buyers crossing above this point, which I call the neckline, and I mark these W patterns using the body only, not using the candle. So if the bullish candle close above the neckline with body, that's a complete W pattern, and after that I set my limit order, which was activated. Something else is that I want to make sure that before setting my buy limit, I want to confirm that the previous 1 hour was bullish. It means it was in line with our direction. As you can see, previous 1 hour was very bullish, which was also an engulfing, plus this wrong wick, which signifies that liquidity has been saved from the downside, So this was a very perfect setup for me to take. Everything was met, every rule was met, and that's it for this video. Let's meet in the next video. Let's hope for the best in the next week. So remember to hit that subscribe button for my journey till get funded 100k plus. That's it for now. Adios muchachos, peace.